At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Bills.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's going to have the Bills 1st down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
All right, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
It's a loss of 2.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Completes to Shakir once again. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. James Cook from 8 yards out. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Joey Bosa, so strong, able to fight his way in there to make the play. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, 626. 319.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Jump out! No. 358.
Warren will try the right side. Nowhere to go that time. Might have got the yard up to the 25.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
319 inside. Jump out! Good. Back north.
Snap comes at 1. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Their boy down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
Wide left. Hey, 626.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Go right.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle to Davis. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But
not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. This is 2nd and 8. Motion man is Shakir. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
A gain of
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
They'll try and run forward with Davis. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out 1st downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brown 80.
Davis will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. But just power of football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Steelers, nothing. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
18, 26.
Now it's Rodgers. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Boy, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
That is. 18. Teammate. Gun. Plant. Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35.
It's a gain of 14.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
Hey, take 26.
Here's a quick throw to Freiermuth. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Steelers, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. T.J. Sanders able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
At the 50-yard line.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
258. 26.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
21 yards.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the... for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think they get back in balance. It'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Second down and 6 now. Now run straight ahead and Warren. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Green 18. 26.
Hand off for Warren. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That was Terrell Bernard navigating his way to the backfield and dropping him for a loss. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Rodgers wants to change the look. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Rodgers now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Going quickly out to the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking, but that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, and they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he is caught. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21. Now they'll change things up.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. To throw is Rodgers. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for two.
The Steelers will line up for the two-point conversion.
That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4.
Steelers 8.
Boy, it's only a one-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the Bills are going to recover. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. You can start stringing some runs together like this. You'll keep churning out first down, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
Brown 80!
Again, it's Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And now they'll throw with Allen. Has his man, it's Shakir. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
We go.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And they corral him just a couple of yards shy of the end zone.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Detroit Lions.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off in Detroit. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's brought down just inside the 25.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10.
Here we go.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Escapes the defender. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. First down, and they go right back to it. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be second down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. From the gun, Goff. Taken in by Williams outright. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They'll throw 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. He's got it to his running back. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. One of their biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Come on! 180! What's that?
On first down, it's Gibbs. Next snap coming inside the red zone, Brock. He picks up 9 on the play.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
At the Steelers' 13-yard line.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down.
120!
Again, it's Gibbs. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown.
The kicker on.
Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10.
Green 18.
They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. And in a blitz, 15, and it moves the sticks. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
1st and 10.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see it opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Green 18.
So the officials are officially on board tonight. For the first time, a flag flies. Somebody moved early. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. So the false start backs him up 5. Here comes 2nd and long.
Inside. Green 18.
Running it after the penalty. He spins right by him. And he's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. That's the end of our opening quarter. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. They'll go again with Warren. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Alex Anzalone there on the stop.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
158.
And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Scan 300. Scan 300. Tally. Hold on, tally. Hey, 88.
It's 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. Downfield to Warren. He's got it. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive. In the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
318, 50.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. Some more from Ford Field on its way. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
258. Wide left. Inside.
This is Warren headed right. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12.
319. Yeah, Liz. 319.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Go right. Plant. 319. Take 30. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, take 26. Go to 50.
3rd and long for him here. Intercepted in the end zone. Jack Campbell at the INT. And the Lions get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
Rodgers' pass intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Here's Goff on 1st and 10. Checks it down to Gibbs. A lot of space ahead. Jahmyr Gibbs. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off, a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and then he can do his damage. Big time.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions double their lead to 14.
14. Steelers, nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he won't opt to bring this one out. Content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Green 18. Green 18.
Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's cut. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Ooh, close call there.
I think that's one of those cases, Kate, where this defense wished that ball was round. You know, it's not, and it bounces in funny ways, and unfortunately for the defense there, it bounces the wrong way right out of bounds.
First down throw here by Rodgers. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
26 more yards. That's another
Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. And they spike the ball to stop the clock. Another snap from the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Hey, check 26.
Firing quickly as Rodgers complete. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Throwing here just before halftime. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. Complete to DK Metcalf. At the 20. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown.
You know, Kate, there's a reason that slant route has been in playbooks, I don't know, since football began. Because if you hit that receiver on the run, on target, on time, big plays can follow.
Mike Tomlin never afraid to go for two. Has his offense out to do just that.
The Steelers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Inside.
Rodgers trying to throw for it. He reaches the end zone, so the two-point conversion will cut the lead down to 6. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for two. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
First call here coming from the shotgun. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Working quickly here.
Third and 1.
Third down run by Gibbs. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
He was descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Escapes the pocket. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Complete to St. Brown. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Lions have a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Here's a count again to Gibbs. On the move, past the 40. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
On 1st down, it's gone. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
To throw again here, 2nd and 10, it's gone. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make a 1st and goal from the 8.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Four now. 180.
Gibbs now from the gun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a gain of 7, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
Give some credit to this offense. They almost got it done on just one play running the ball in. I got to be honest, a 1st down run often leads to 2nd down pass, but I don't think so now. Now you push that pile, go finish this drive.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Trying to sneak here, Goff. And he's in for the touchdown. The Lions lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's a Jared Goff touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone.
I don't think that defense was ready for that kind of push at the point of attack. I think they were thinking outside run, play action, but they get gutted, and they get gutted right up the middle.
They'll try for 2. Goff gets his line set.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead. Well, not the way they drew it up, partner, but when it works, who cares? They didn't defend the check down throw, and it's open for 2.
I can still remember one of my first red zone days way back when. Touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. Now, I know it's not a touchdown, but this check down, well, it was a valuable 2 points.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. You just get the play off. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Three-quarters in the books from this one. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down. Here's Rodgers. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Hey, you block over here.
They'll throw again. Rodgers. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over now at their own 20.
Rodgers pass intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
White 20. Attack.
Drive begins with Gibbs. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 20-yard line.
Off to the air now. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Goff on 3rd. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. He lays out for it and makes the catch. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Pass is caught at the 9. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Every offense I've ever seen from Pop Warner to the NFL's got this play in the playbook, but every offense isn't capable of executing it because it takes a quarterback and a receiver on the same page, and that page, it was textbook.
Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
180.
Goff off the play action. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
On 3rd and goal, Goff. Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, Detroit.